everybody, welcome back to Burning Rubber Garage. This is the one I kind of talked about in the last video, and the last video got a lot of love and support, so thank you for that. That was me introducing the GTO. The clips I'm going to show you after this intro will be me driving it on the first drive. I don't know if I brought you guys along on a first drive before. It's usually I drive it, shake it down, and just make another one later of driving it. So I've got clips off of the very first drive. Now, was it my very first period that I owned it farther than the driveway? Yes, but I did test drive it. But that was a poor example, and that's why I didn't film it, because it ran poorly. It hesitated through a lot of the RPM. It definitely hesitated for finding an idle. We're better now. Is it perfect? Heck no, it's not perfect. We're still hunting for an idle when we're sitting there. It still will come off of a nice pole down to like 400 RPMs, come up and then try and stabilize itself. But then again, the system is learning. All the stuff it learned before is garbage. Literally, it's garbage because it just wasn't adjusted right to give it a good chance to even try. So I'm going to give it a little bit, let it try, run it through tanks of gas through it, and we'll go from there. But I tell you what, there's still times I come out at night, flip the light on in the garage, and it's surreal to see this sitting out here. This is just something that, I thought about, but never thought I could make it happen. And with that, this thing didn't let me down at all on that drive. It rides nice, it pulls hard, and the hood-mounted tack was just a blast to watch. I wish it had 6 gears instead of 3 just to watch it keep going up like that, and then finally shift into overdrive. The paint, there was a dark cloud up to the left as I was driving, and I didn't see it because I was just focused on the road, but I saw in the reflection of the hood. This thing is like driving a mirror. I could see stuff off to the side. It was definitely insane. The other thing that I want to mention is when you have one of these, everybody becomes friendly. Let me replace the everybody. A lot of people become friendly. It's insane. I was just off my street, getting over to a side street, and there was a lady out in the yard who just stopped, waved, and then gave a thumbs up. Her husband was mowing. He just stopped mowing. He just stopped his little John Deere mower and just gave me a thumbs up. There's another couple farther down the street that were working on, digging a hole or something. They had shovels, so I'm assuming they were digging. Maybe they were burying something. Who knows? They both just stopped and waved and watched it go by. And as I left that side street, because that was my shakedown street, it was about a mile and a half of shakedown, and just make sure, hey, I think we're going to do okay, we're not going to stall out, I'm going to take it out on the main road. And I stop at that stop sign to get on the main road, and there's several cars coming, so I wait, because I'm a little nervous to hit that gas with the hesitation. A semi comes by, slows down, and he honks his horn and waves. And I was just like, dang, this is impressive. We're either in the friendliest part of town in Tennessee, or it's this. I mean, it could be me, but look at me, I'm not that inviting. This is cool, people like that. And as I went through, people would honk as they drove by. I passed another guy in a Mustang whose arm instantly went out the window like that with a thumbs up. So I would have honked back at him, but the horn isn't hooked up. So I just stuck my hand out the window like that. It was kind of cool to see the Mustang guy go, man, that's a GTO. And I'm like, man, that's a very clean 65 Mustang, I was guessing. It was just cool. It was something about it. So the clips I've got for you here, all on the first day. It's not all of it. I've got about 3 of them I'm going to use. And then afterwards, it was like the day after, maybe 2 days after, I started the car up after a little bit of adjusting. I just kind of walked around it while it idled. And that's the first time I came out in the garage and saw the paint just reflect. As you can kind of see here, it just reflects. And it really set in that, man, this thing's like a mirror. And so you'll have a little clip at the end. Again, I want to thank everybody for the support. If you can, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. There'll be more GTO. We're going to be back on Frostbite hopefully this weekend. And let's get to that drive. Thanks, guys. All right, first drive. Hood tack freaking sick. This is the view you get if you're driving. I'm glad I could bring you guys along for this.
I'm just gonna have it headed out the front there. It's so cool to see those hood scoops and that freaking hood tack. We're doing about 55, 60, spinning 2,700 RPM, I believe. Pretty solid. Definitely not perfect. As you take a look inside, it's awesome in here too. Brakes, not bad at all. A little lag on the fuel injection, but it's still learning, so let's hope it gets better. It is better than the day I test drove it, but just a freaking cool car, man. I tell you, it's a dream. It's a dream, and I cannot wait to show this to you guys. I've had it for a few weeks while I did a little tweaking. This is its first cruise, and you're coming along because some people may never get the chance to ride in a 69 GTO. Especially powered by a 428. So anyways, I'm saying so a lot because I'm just so freaking happy. This is something else. I tell you what, I'm actually speechless. I feel like such a boss right now. I don't know if I should leave that in there or not. Even with the stutters when we give her gas. She moved! Woo! Dang! That was not even probably 30-40% pedal. It just wants to run. GTO. Woo! Anyways, I'll give you some more first impressions when we get back. It's probably not the safest thing I've done, but it's just beautiful scenery, beautiful car, beautiful life, man. I tell you what, you work hard, you can earn stuff like this, and you set your goals and you can hit those goals, and this is what hitting those goals feels like. Cruising a GTO for me. You may have other goals of business or something like that, but for me, this is the goal, man. This is the dream. Living the dream right now. America. Woo! I'm sure other places are awesome too, but all right, who am I kidding? I'm gonna try and get you set up on the dash here. We still have a little lag on just very light throttle, but everything else is kind of fixed itself. I did drain the fuel. I don't know how old that was. A lot of this you'll hear in another video, but once you get past throttle position sensor, we're at 12%. It's just below 10% that it's actually struggling to figure out what it's doing, and that probably will come with, see, as soon as I give it gas, there we go again, we're back in her, she's good. So probably should have checked the coolant too. It's a pretty warm day. Engine temps say it's 188. Not terrible. We haven't went up above that, so we'll just kind of let her roll. It's a big motor. Keep cool, man. 428. Electric helper fan might be in order for this bad boy. But I tell you what, talk about, I mean, Frostbite rides good, but so does this thing. Jeez Louise. Man, it's very, very compliant and soft. This is something you could drive across the country. Seat's got enough support. Maybe a little more back support would be nice, but again, little hesitation until I get above 10%. So we'll have to play around with it. Maybe just let her learn for another tank or two. If it doesn't fix, then we'll adjust those butterfly flaps. So anyways, thanks again, guys. I'm excited for you all to see this. I can't wait for this to go up. I'm just excited I'm finally taking the car out for a cruise. Here we are, back going into the garage. I tell you what, this car will put a smile on your freaking face. If nothing else. I mean, look at the mirror shine on the hood. Holy shit. That was everything I thought it could be and more. Yeah, I'm sweaty because it's hot outside, but whew, that's a ride. That is a freaking ride. I hope you guys like this content. Thanks for subscribing. You want to see more GTO stuff? Let me know. We'll see you on the next one. Damn, look at that little tap. There she is. Just a little bit cold. That fuel injection still trying to learn. Something about that reflection too. Look at that. There we go. She smoothed out a little bit, but it's this is the MSD Atomic. It's getting better. Once she gets warmer, she does better. See, they're all over. It's still, I think it's in learn mode still. Learning on. So we got a little bit to go. The thing that's been really hard, and I'll make a video about this, is this IAC position. Once it gets up to temperature, it's usually a lot better, 170 or so. Anyways, man, there's the interior. Freaking beautiful. GTO.